Hello there, Taurus. Welcome to DragonTaleTarot. My name is Ariel, and this is your Tarot and Astrology overview reading for December 2020. I hope you guys are doing great out there. I always love welcoming my Taurus friends to the channel. Welcome as well to my new and returning subscribers, and if you are brand new to the channel, thank you so much for stopping by. If you have not yet done so, I always do invite you to reach out there, hit that subscribe button, and join the Dragon family, and also give it that dragon claw up by clicking the like button and let me know you enjoy these messages. So Taurus, we are going to be digging into your cards. We're going to pull some oracle and do the full Celtic cross to see what your themes and energies are going to be coming through as for this last month of 2020. As always, Taurus, these are going to be general messages, so they're not going to resonate with every single Taurus out there. As always, take what makes sense and leave the rest behind. These readings will mostly correspond with Taurus Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising signs, so do check the placements of your personal natal chart to get even more messages. And all of our Taurus cross watchers out there are welcome to join us as well. If you're interested in a personal reading with me, would like any information on the card decks that I use in my readings, or would like to leave a donation for the channel, all those links and info are down in the description box below. So let's get started, Taurus. We are moving through the time of Sagittarius. That is where our sun sign is currently stationed. Venus, your ruling planet, is currently in the sign of Scorpio, which is the most important in some ways to you. So definitely we're still in a place where Taurus, you are working through a lot of relation themes, sometimes some big transitions, some really, really deep, profound, elements coming through with your love life. So, the thing that I would point out astrologically that's really going to be something you'll definitely feel is Venus, your ruling planet, will be moving into the sign of Sagittarius on the 15th, and that shifts it out of, that Scorpio energy up into the 8th house of Scorpio. So it's like you're still going to be having a lot of those Scorpio sort of themes and intensities. It's very important to just speak your truth in your love and relationship life. Absolutely. And that can be all kinds of relationships, Taurus. Also, we are getting ready for our winter solstice where the sun will transition into the sign of Capricorn, and that will be a very positive direction for you, as that will bring the sun into a very positive alignment with your sun sign. So we will get into more of the astrology as we go. Let's go ahead and start pulling some cards for you. I'm going to start with a major arcana theme card for your month and progress from there. Dear angels, ancestors, divine beings of light, guardians, and ancestors, please be with our sun, moon, Venus, and rising sign Taurus friends out there. Please bring through what messages you would like for them to know for this month of December 2020. Thank you so much. Oh, I love this. So Taurus, the World card is your theme for this month from the Major Arcana Tarot. The World card is actually part of your energy because all of our fixed signs are represented. We there have a Taurus bull, we have Leo, Scorpion eagle, and the Aquarius symbol. So absolutely, you are one of these. And Saturn is the planet that rules this card. Saturn is transitioning out of Capricorn this month after a 3-year cycle in Capricorn. So it will be moving into Aquarius along with Jupiter. I would say that this is a very positive movement overall. You've definitely completed some difficult cycles, as have we all, but Taurus, you may be feeling them especially strong, this month. It's kind of like finally this old, vibration of 2020 is wrapping up. It's been very intense. It's been very difficult. And, the world is like, it's the last card of the Major Arcana. So it's really very much about, completing that cycle, completing those tests and challenges, and having a new door opening up for you. So let's get into the Druid Animal Oracle. I'm going to pull one animal spirit from this deck to see who is aligning with you throughout this month of December. Oh, Taurus, we have the salmon coming through, and the salmon is the oldest spirit in the Druidic animal tradition. You know, it's eating, you know, the hazelnut. It's a great story if you Google it, the salmon of knowledge, and how the salmon became, you know, so wise and so you know, had such gifts of foresight and perception and wisdom and understanding. So definitely check that out. It is about knowledge. It is about growth. It is about learning. You may feel, you know, with this combination of the World card and then the salmon, it's Saturn energy, which is like, you know, old soul, right? Old spirit. It's like no matter what your chronological age, you may feel like you're a very old soul. You may feel that this month you're really, you know, evolving and transcending to a stronger place of wisdom coming through. So far, this is beautiful. So let's get a crystal or gemstone card on this Taurus. Let's see which crystal or gem is best for you to work with and what chakra may be coming up for healing. Oh, we have the selenite, one of my personal favorites. I always have this on my desk. I always say you can never have too much selenite. It is about peace. It is about calm and stillness and clearing. One of the biggest things that you can use selenite with when you're clearing your cards, like if you do card readings at all, you can just tap it with the selenite wand and it will actually help to clear that quite well. Selenite used in conjunction with things like black tourmaline placed by your door are very, very healing, very purifying, really clears the intent and the energy of those that are entering your home. So I would absolutely recommend getting some selenite. It is not a super expensive stone. Don't put it in water though. Don't put it in water because it will tend to melt. It's sensitive to water. So if you clear it, which you don't usually have too much because selenite is it's almost like a self-clearing, you know, stone. So, you know, just you know, run it through some sage smoke, put it in the sunlight, moonlight, that'll do the job. But this is a very nice stone for you because I do feel, Taurus, after a very rough year, for a lot of y'all, you have had a very intense year, I know. You know, for my Taurus friends, it's been a thing. I know it has been. So absolutely, this is a time for peace. This is a time for clearing that crown chakra because it's time to align to a higher spiritual awareness, my dear Taurus friends. So let's get into your tarot. We're going to use the Tarot Grand Lux today for the main spread and using the Everyday Tarot to clarify. We will be doing a full Celtic cross. So dear Spirit, please let's see what you have in the tarot today for the month of December 2020 for Taurus. Thank you. Oh, I love it. Oh, beautiful already. I'm loving this energy. Yes. Right in the center, at the heartbeat of the Celtic cross in the middle, is the King of Swords. So to me, this is that master strategist. It's Aquarius energy. It's the higher mind, like we were talking about. It is the higher mind. You know, sometimes this means detaching from those heavier, more difficult emotions, so that you can see more clearly, so that you can really look at the big picture and know what moves to make and what plans to take. Absolutely awesome. Let's get a clarifier for him, though he is pretty clarifying right on his own. King of Swords and Queen of Swords, they don't put up with any funny business. If anybody's bringing drama, chaos, or confusion to their lives, they cut it out very unsympathetically. That is one thing I will say about King of Swords, and you may be feeling that, Taurus, that it's really time to cut distracting or chaotic elements out of your life right now through this, you know, through this month, because this is wrapping up the year's vibration. Four of Pentacles, I definitely get that, Taurus. This is your energy. And so for you, I think the biggest challenge that you're dealing with this month is that you know that there's certain things that you need to cut out, that need to be let go of. But the Four of Pentacles, it's saying it's hard because you might feel like, but gosh, I need to hold on to it. I don't know if I can let it go. Are you sure it's not going to be successful? Am I sure it's not going to work out in my favor in the long run? But sometimes, Taurus, you have to turn something loose. Like if you're living, you know, with that scarcity feeling or at the bare minimum, and we all do it. We all do it, whether it's work, relationships, you know, home situation, whatever. We hold on to something living at the bare minimum, never knowing how much better it could be if we just put it down to see what it's like without it. So just weigh that for your own situation, Taurus. So immediate past, we do have the Three of Coins, Three of Pentacles. To me, this is doing some kind of collaborative work to create a new structure, a new life, a new home, and as the case is usually in the Three of Pentacles, a new spiritual center. So you may have been doing quite a lot of work, you know, in the recent past to get your life, you know, back in line with your personal truth, with, you know, your spiritual life. Very beautiful card. I always love the Three of Coins because it really shows you've been putting in the effort, right? You've been putting in the effort. So let's see what, oh yes, King of Pentacles, and stepping into your power quite a bit. The King of Pentacles, for me personally, even though I think they technically align this with Capricorn, I always feel Taurus with the King of Pentacles because in the traditional tarot, he sits on that throne with the bulls are on the throne. I'm like, that's a Taurus king right there. So this may be very much, you know, you've been working on a project, maybe sometimes by yourself, but usually in collaboration with a trusted team to create greater stability and a greater spiritual life, really living your truth. And it makes you feel very powerful. That's what's put you in this place right now to be this King of Swords, where you're saying, there's some things I know I need to cut out. But Taurus, I know you are a sign that holds on to things tight. I'm a fellow Earth sign, I'm a Capricorn, so I know how that feels. And we do have a hard time letting go of something once it's truly run its course. But you have to detach from the heavier, more difficult emotions and just see the truth of the situation, Taurus. And you will know what to do. You will. You'll know what to do. Look at what we have in the immediate future. We have our World card coming out again. That's what blew my mind when I saw that pop out. I was like, oh, the World card twice already. So I love this yet again. Your energy is in this card. This is a Saturnine energy. And to me, this tells me so strongly that this month, yeah, and moving into the new year, you are wrapping up major cycles, major completions and conclusions, things coming full circle, one door opening because another one has finally closed. I loved this card too. I love the art on this because you turn to the side and you have that all-seeing eye. And to me, that is what this is about, because it's like once you've, you know, really truly released something and closed those old doors, you have that clarity of vision return to you. Beautiful. Just beautiful. Five of Wands. Yeah, I know. See, Taurus. See, I understand this because I am an earthy person. My Jupiter's in Taurus too, so I really understand. The Five of Wands coming out, this is what really gives you that feeling of hesitation or conflict about this, because it is hard for you to completely release some of this. And you may be really struggling within yourself or with even someone else. You know, they may not want you to let go, and you may be going, I know it's for the best though. So yet again, feel this out. Take it one step at a time, one day at a time, Taurus. Don't overwhelm yourself. Sometimes with the whole picture, just stay in the moment each day, each day, each day, and feel it out so that you will have the answers. So this is very interesting. On the bottom of the spread, what you're focused on right now, Ten of Wands, completing that old burdensome cycle. You're very focused on, you know, whatever it is, whether it's a tough project at work, difficulties in love, or, you know, family relations, or a home environment. Those are, you know, the big things I feel coming up. You are very focused on, you know, finally, to me, it's that getting that darn load of sticks up that hill one last time, because you know that once you do that, you know, that cycle, that job, that effort you put in, that's finally at an end. And it is. I mean, it's all coming through here. The World, the Ten of Wands, it's all about old cycles closing out. And some of these have been very difficult. Yeah. Eight of Swords. So Taurus, you have been feeling this, and you may be feeling it still with this Eight of Swords next to this Ten of Wands, because to me, that's that feeling of being stuck. And it's really a self-imprisonment. It's not about someone else forcing you to be there. It's really about you getting into that mind space of, oh, I can't do it. I don't think I can. There's no way it'll work out. And so this is really telling you to free yourself from those old self-limiting beliefs, because that is what's really going to push you past the finish line and complete these difficult cycles. On the top, message from Spirit crowning the spread really bookends that. We had the 10 of Wands, what you're focusing on. 10 of Swords is what Spirit wants you to be aware of. And to me, this is another end of a difficult cycle. So you've got two very challenging cycles coming full circle and coming to an end already in this reading. 10 of Swords is more about the mental anxiety, the stress that goes on in the mind, the overthinking and all of that. And Spirit is aware of it. Like, your guardians and your spiritual assistants, they're like, yeah, Taurus, we know. We know you've been thinking about this a lot, and we know how worried you've been. We know how much anxiety and stress this has caused for you. But we also want you to know that it's coming to an end. It's not going to last forever. Ace of Wands. Yeah, to me, this is, again, message from Spirit. This is a perfect position. Ace of Wands coming in, because to me, it's like after that 10, especially after that 10 of Wands, this is the hand of Spirit really coming in and granting you new life, new vitality, new energy coming through, Taurus. Next year, actually, I believe it's January 7th is when Mars finally moves out of the sign of Aries into your sign, Taurus. So that, to me, naturally, by the beginning of the new year, you are going to definitely start feeling a lot of vitality. And yes, it might cause some aggression, it might cause some fire and some temper to flare, but you may be just what you need. So let's get into your advice here, going up along the side for what you can do to help you through some of this. Overall, though, this is a nice reading. I mean, it's powerful. It is some powerful messages here. Yep, I love this. Oh, I love this. Oh my goodness. All right. Suggested approach. Taurus, it doesn't get any more clear. 6 of Swords, because you've been wrestling with releasing something, someone, or a situation. And this again is telling you whatever is causing you conflict, chaos, or confusion, it is time to get in that boat and pass away from those old, difficult, troubled waters. This is leaving the troubled waters and conflict to the smooth waters ahead. Going over to Paradise Island, as my buddy Ramblin' Mike calls it. But it's leaving the drama. It's leaving the pain. And usually, yeah, after a tough time, right? It's not like it's been easy. You wouldn't leave otherwise. You wouldn't head on over somewhere else if it hadn't been difficult. But it is suggested to absolutely let go of whatever this is that's been just an absolute thorn in your side. So there we go. Yes, Queen of Pentacles, ladies. Oh my goodness. Ladies and gentlemen, we had their King of Pentacles. Now we have our Queen of Pentacles. So we have that divine balance, right? You've been working so hard to stay in that grounded place, to stay in that good mindset. And this says that when you take that action and leave behind all this old pain, these old, difficult, troubled times, you are heading to a balanced, very stable, very productive, abundant place, because that Queen of Pentacles, she's my little bunny rabbit queen. She's always got her little bunny there because that's our symbol of abundance, prosperity, and also magic, right? If there's a magic alchemy to that sort of creation of abundance and prosperity. What you need to know, the Chariot card here, Taurus, Cancer energy around that Chariot. To me, this is yet again more motion. You've got the 6 of Swords carrying you over in that boat. Now you're getting in your Chariot. You're moving forward. Absolutely. You are balancing these very intense emotions inside yourself as Venus has been progressing through that intense sign of Scorpio. And I say always, Scorpio is a very black and white sign. It's about like, I love it or I hate it. I do it all the way or I don't do it at all. And so Taurus, you are the flip side of that. That's your polarity sign. So you may be finding, over this last couple weeks, especially, you have been doing quite a lot of work balancing yourself, keeping yourself in a better place. And you are learning a lot in the process. That's what that card also tells you, is that you are going to a next level of understanding, emotional wisdom, and awareness. I love this reading for you, Taurus. This is one of the nicest ones. Oh my gosh, look at this. 10 of Cups. Taurus, get in your boat, get on your chariot, get in your ride, leave all the old drama and pain behind, because I'm telling you, your 6 of Swords is leading you to the Queen of Pentacles, and your chariot's leading you to the 10 of Cups. These are just blissful, abundant, pure, happy cards. Like, these are just, you know, that ultimate wish fulfillment, successful outcomes, you feeling back in your power and your energy. Hopes and fears. Here's our Queen of Swords. We're matching, you know, we've got our King and Queen of Swords and our King and Queen of Pentacles. And like I said, the King and Queen of Swords, they do not play with anybody's funny business. This is Libra energy too. So that is your hopes and fears. It's like, you know that you need to let these things go. You hope that you can, and you're afraid that you might not be able to. I know, that's a toughie. That's a toughie. But, you know, I believe that you can do it, Taurus. It's really just your own self-determination. I know you can be stubborn. I know. We earth signs, we don't like fast changes, or even slow changes. We don't always like them. But I tell you, the message is just ringing through clear as a bell in this spread for me, for y'all. Oh, yes. And look at, we got another powerful queen, clarifying our Queen of Swords, Queen of Wands, so Queen of Fire. This is about loving yourself. This is definitely about loving yourself enough to do what's going to be right for you, and to put yourself first, and know that, you know, there's no reason to stay in a job, a relationship, a home environment, whatever the situation is, if you're unhappy, right? Because that's not going to make anyone else happy. It's going to prevent their growth. Outcome card is Libra energy with the Justice card here. And you know, like I said, Queen of Swords is that Libra energy. To me, the outcome and where you're going is very much about balance, justice, wrongs being righted, harmony being restored, and really being, you know, quite a stickler for it. It's like, no, it's going to be made right. It's going to be good, or I don't want it at all. I mean, that is, oh, I mean, this is a beautiful reading. This is just a beautiful reading. It's a powerful one. Yes. And so for some of my Taurus folks, we got that 3 of Swords. If y'all been through a heartbreak, if you've been through a disappointment, if someone has let you down in a major way, justice is being restored. Wrongs are being righted. You're going to see that come about. And I really feel like for some of you, it's going to be by the end of December. For some of you, this may flow into January, you know, through that time when Mars goes into your sign. So as my friend Ramblin' Mike always does, Taurus, we're going to shake those swords right out of your heart. And if you haven't checked out Ramblin' Mike's Tarot, I do recommend him. He is a great friend to the Dragon Channel, and a really wonderful guy and reader. He's super fun. So this is always what he does when that 3 of Swords comes up. He says, we're going to shake those swords, do a little spiritual surgery, and just put out this intention. Out, out, out. Out of Taurus's heart, out. And so it is, and so it is, Taurus. On the bottom here, we have the 3 of Cups, a celebratory, beautiful energy there. Ooh, and our Ace of Pentacles. I love it. This is great. This is celebrations with friends. This is greater abundance coming in, ending of difficult old cycles, stepping through the old portals. We got the World card twice. King and Queen of Swords, King and Queen of Pentacles. Wow. What a reading for you. This one was the knocking your socks off style. Let's get an affirmation for Taurus, please. A card of captivity. Oh, with the labyrinth there. And Taurus, you may absolutely feel like you have been walking through that labyrinth for a time. So the labyrinth is closely wound with exits glimpsed but seldom found. So this is the maze. And you know what's actually hitting me funny about this is that, you know, it's the Minotaur. That's partly, you know, Taurus, Minotaur, Taurus. You know, it's the bull, right? The bull-headed guy, you know, that you gotta fight. You get into the labyrinth. But the puzzle needs to be solved. This is unresolved issues. This is feeling trapped. You had that 8 of Swords in there, so this is absolutely about finding your way out of this situation, finally freeing yourself of those old limitations, Taurus. I hope you have an amazing December, and I will be seeing you again soon. Take care.